Her name it was. So here's to hoping that the internet holds out. Already, it's a late start due to the Wi-Fi router cutting out just as I was about to launch the stream. Which is always a good start. Well, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. How's everyone doing? Thought I'd start with a warm-up game in HMS Exeter, and then we can move on to other things. Hopefully, it should be a 2-hour stream. And I think, yeah, no, everything's fine. Just checking my settings. Right, let's launch. We'll probably take a 5-minute break at about 10:30 BST. The aim to be, well, get the rum ration. And it was. My internet cut out last night. It took 1 or 2 hours for it to go back to normal. I'm kind of hoping it holds this evening. I mean, it's been alright most of the day. It's only cut out probably once just as I was finishing work, and then it cut out literally as I was about to launch the stream, so fingers crossed that's enough of the cutouts for one day. But we'll press on, we'll see how it goes. Probably didn't help that my laptop decided to have like a massive Windows update just as the stream was getting ready to go. Alright, we could do Rooty Tooty 2. So, Tier 4 and 5 game of Capture the Base on Neighbours in HMS Exeter, Emily Batan, Omaha, Aoba, working with an Izamal, Double Grass Bay, Leander, Batang, and a Bayern. So, it's definitely the Double Grass Bay, which I am going to be concerned about, because the Grass Bay with 11-inch guns is going to hurt very much. So, how are you doing then? Was everything okay where you are? Has the weather finally cooled off? I suspect it has. It's cooled off down here, or up here, depending whereabouts you are. Hopefully the video quality and the audio quality is holding out. Queen Elizabeth behind me. Omaha to my front. Emily and Batang and the Izamal. Or was it a Bion? So the Izamal's got to be in the centre as well. Just moving out towards the island. Could take Emily Batan from here. Then it was, don't know, because I got to isolate for 2 weeks for an operation. Oh good lord. Well, I hope everything goes okay. Hello Paul. Hello. Oh no, grass space. Right. Knock it down. Drop off to about 20 knots. Pop that smoke screen. How are you doing, Paul? Everything okay where you are? Grass space look like they're breaking off. Oh good lord, the floating citadel's gone pop. Which means I've got no spotting. Don't think the grass space torpedo range should get me from there. They've got triple cruiser up there too. Yep, there we go. See if we can get some fire started on a grass bay. Obviously you have to bear in mind that the Bayern is trying to be sneaky and push in. Paul, great, 5 times bonus, treating you well. At times. It's nice. Well, I guess it's nice to have the 5 times bonus. It does mean that I can progress some ships, which I just really can't be bothered to grind. Things like the Gneisenau, Yakasuki, the Mayuku. I've got a couple of ships that I probably really should progress at some point, but I just can't find the enthusiasm to do it. Like with some of the new tech tree stuff that comes out, I've got the enthusiasm to grind it out because I kind of do it for the channel, but when it comes to some of the existing tech tree stuff, which isn't really going to be reviewed and just played for the sake of it, I don't really have the enthusiasm to do it. Is that the buy-in gone? He's burning and flooding, so he's going to be going soon. Although I think the most success I've had with the 5 times multiplier has been with the Vaquilin, where I managed to get 25,000 ship XP with boosters and the 5 times multiplier, which was very, very tasty. Because I'm hoping to basically grind the Vaquilin out before the tech tree becomes researchable, and possibly even boost along the Le Fantastic, or Le Fantast, I think is the correct pronunciation. Using that cheeky little trick that a name that was obviously enlightened us to last. When was that? That was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? Hopefully the audio and everything's all holding out. I'll keep double checking it with my spare headphones I have to my side. If I can untangle them. I think I'm going to dodge this cliff. So are you grinding out any particular ships with the 5 times multiplier? I think my aim might be to see if I can get to the Bismarck and the Megami at least. Right, I'm just seeing that we've got too much force here, pushing what isn't a lot of force there, and we got not a lot of force left at the base. So I'm actually going to take a preemptive maneuver here and start heading back to our base. Paul, you're grinding all of them. Oh, good lord! You must be very committed. Or have a lot of time. I mean, usually with me, once I've done my bureau stuff, I'm kind of a bit. I don't want to grind anything else out. I really want to just play some of the ships that I know and love. A bit of HMS Exeter, a bit of HMS Hood as well. I've been enjoying quite recently. Managed to get HMS Hood up to 37 knots. And I'm thinking if I max everything out, I can probably get HMS Hood up to 37.8 knots. I would have loved to have got it to 40 knots, but I don't think that's feasible. Although it would be amusing. I don't think our team's noticed that they're pushing the base. And that means I haven't got any spotting assistance. So I'm just going to have to duke it off here, I think. Try and slow them down. And then I've already grinded Richard Lou. Yeah, you like your tier 7s actually, going off what you were discussing last stream, how that most of your port is filled with tier 6s and 7s. So I guess that's another tier 7 in the bag, which is quite nice. She's going to make a slight difference to the Jean Bar. I think she's got slightly more armour. Right, let's load AP, try and start turning out, and try and do this engagement on my terms. That Leander reacted far too slowly to me being broadside, however he has popped a smoke. Let's do this and see what we can pick off. No, only 3 overpens. Turn out, see what we can... Might be able to kick the tail in. Use one of my repair parties. Lucky devil. So the torpedo is going to reload quite quickly with my original tyre build. Behind the island, not in front of the island. just in case. Oh, and there is more pushing in. Correct. Well, I don't think that... you don't need intelligence data, you need a little bit more intelligence. I think my aim here is to just try and delay them by resetting what I can. However, I have to be constantly cautious that most of their battleships I'm going to punch straight through the armour next to her, because she doesn't really have much armour. And then I've got, on Legendary Birthday, got 2 stages left, then completed it. Fair enough. I've been prioritising the Alaska and the Grosser Kerr first. I'm very close to having the Grosser Kerr first. We might even see her later this stream, possibly, if she finishes in time. Oh, Ismail's going to chew me up. No, I got away with that. Poor, but thanks to the 5 times bonus, I now have everything up to tier 5 now. Yeah, no, that's quite good actually. Getting everything up to tier 5 allows you to then work out which tech trees you want to take further, because normally most of the big step changes in each tech tree happens at tier 5, especially considering like some of the cruisers and the destroyers. Well, came top of the team, so not too bad for a warm-up game. Could have done better, but then 67,000 damage. It is what it is then. Well, unless anyone has any requests, I think I'll take the Gallant out next. Actually, then it was, didn't you? You mentioned a post close of last stream where you said Kuznetsov, Cleveland, and something else. Can't remember what it was. They were all tier 7s, I think, and they were all cruisers. Could take the Kuznetsov out. Would I prefer the Cleveland? Oh, I can see it's gone a bit nuts there. JP, hello, how are you? I'm doing alright. How's everything doing where you are? Pilot guy, hello! Everyone seems to have turned up. And then it was saying, but I got 6 stages left on the Grosser Kerr first, 7 hours on the current stage. That's fair enough. I think I'm about the same there. Poor Grime. I'm trying to decide on which DD and BB line to grind to tier 7 first. Already got Baltimore for a tier 7 cruiser, so I want Richie and Z23 personally. Any recommendations? Don't ask me about battleships. I'm useless at battleships. If you ask me about battleships, yeah, no, don't ask me about battleships. DDs wise, the Lightning's good. Z23 is good though, so Z23 is quite a good choice. Good to hear. Everything's okay. Right, let's take the Jean Bar out. My most played in AI ship. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's see how badly this goes. Lightning next? Yeah, okay, we'll take the Lightning out. Lightning always treats me well. I hope. Yeah, so, sorry, just going back to Paul. Yeah, Paul. Z23 is a good choice. Definitely agree with that one. If you like that kind of middle of the road destroyer, then Z23 is quite good. Definitely not the trash can. Not the Russians. French, don't know quite yet. The British are good. The Jervis is a slightly weaker link in that tree, but once you get to the Lightning, then she's really quite nice. Fletcher, I haven't got any experience myself in, because I'm not too keen on the pure gunboat playstyle. and Kaguru is not. I don't really have an opinion on either because I don't do torpedo boat playstyle. I'm a very like jack of all trades kind of destroyer. Partner guys, the 23 is quite good. Yeah, definitely agreed. Lee, hello Lee. Hello, welcome back. How are you? Hopefully everything's doing alright there. JP, yesterday I got the Warspite B and the free crate. I'm so happy. Yeah, I managed to get a Warspite B as well. So literally I now have every because the warship B was not one that I had. Simply because I wasn't going to buy a Warspite B when I already had a Warspite. So I was going to quickly take a look at this. Benson, Udachi, oh no, working with Wichita, Helena, Atlanta, Edinburgh, Wichita, Colorado, Odin. Interesting mix. Who's this? Okay, I got a Wichita buddying up with me, which is quite nice. Let's see how we can do in a Jean Bar. So, weaknesses of the Jean Bar. Thin armor all over, which means she's a very much an HE magnet, and her turret health is quite low. However, her benefits are that she's very accurate, she's very fast, and she's very good at bow tanking. More to the point where actually here's quite a decent position. Quite a lot of radar. Yes, with the Witches and the Atlantis on the other team. Helena, she's no. So yeah, only Atlanta and double Wichita. Maybe the Edinburgh, but most Edinburghs go for a smoke build because the smoke build does give them more survivability. Right, we will. Let's do this. Oh, I got to remember it. This is not a British battleship. This is a French battleship. 15-inch guns. So let's see. I got to remember. I got to aim kind of waterline rather than for the deck line. I play British battleships so much that I always forget that I have to aim for the waterline when playing other battleships. Wichita in the centre, possibly overextend himself. This is why you kind of need to push out to your flanks a little bit, because it does enable you to get a decent crossfire into the centre. Thinking a bit more. Let's go for that. See what kind of results we can get with that. Okay, that was a bit cheeky. I killed him with an overpen. Right, the Odin's backing off from this side, so I'm going to now use my speed to try and close into the centre. Looks like their team have committed heavily to the eastern flank, or what you'd say is, as you look at the map, the right flank. You can see that they've managed to. How many cruisers have they crammed behind an island? Good lord! Right, I know I'm detected by a destroyer, which is in Bravo. Got an Algeria who's possibly going to cross my front, so I am just going to acknowledge that. Do that. Let the Algeria cross my front. There we go, we can start up again. Let's see if we can just pick off this Benson. Trying to work out, he was varying his speed quite a lot there. We've only got one weak Benson in the centre. They've got 2 destroyers and a cruiser. Just going to do some minor evasive manoeuvres. Oh god, JP, I'm so excited because I think I'm going to get the Yamato, Odin and Valavistok in, I think, 1 month. That's not too, yeah. Well, you're going to get the Odin in 1 month, yeah. Not 1 month's time, but within a month of each other. That's fair enough. That's quite a lot of tier 7 and legendary battleships. Paul, the trash can laugh out loud. I see it called that more often than not. I just got the Icarus, and based off our last conversation on that thing is difficult. I appreciate the insight nonetheless. That's fair enough. Sorry, we are going to have to go all out here. Come on, rudder, don't let me down. Come on. I know I got the Benson to my front. Right, I'm going to turn my secondaries onto the Edinburgh. Just going to try and predict where his torpedoes are going to come from. Right. Oh no, we'll just push the husk of the Benson along. Use a repair party. Come on, right, get those turrets to the other side. Come on, you fat girl. Come on, secondaries. Right, I'm suspecting he got torpedoes out. Bear with, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't think the Edinburgh got torpedoes out because I would have seen them by now, so I need to really tuck in and start getting my angle against the Odin. Actually, I really need to capture this objective for the team as well, so I might see if I can hold off here. Have you ever earned over 1 million credits before? I have in Hood, but it was during February. Got 6 kills in that game. I think maybe the closest I would have got would be like 600 or 700. 1 million credits in a game. If the Odin... Come on. This could be... Oh, I think I missed my opportunity. I didn't read it until it was too late. Let's see what we can do though. Come on, Odin, stay broadside, stay broadside. No! Oh god, we need to not throw this game away. Knowing me, I'll throw it away. Alright, we're just going to have to do that. It's up to you, Wichita. I can't help you at all. Oh god, they got another battleship. Jesus Christ. I'm going to die. It's only a matter of time. Don't tempt fate, the name that was. Come on, back it up, back it up, back it up. there. The only one with torpedoes left is the Atlanta, so I just got to make sure that he can't get close to me. I'm all out of tricks. Atlanta's just going to spam me with HE. It's probably all going to overpen. Yeah. Right, my idea here is to back up and position myself in such a way that I can kind of cancel off Bravo and stop them capturing it. Their Colorado decided to run, which is the most amusing thing. Come on, guys, expose yourselves. Right, that's all over, pens. I can't take any more risks like that. I need to find the Atlanta. There's the Atlanta. They're just firing HE. I'm gonna have to put those two fires out. Oh well, at least that's the thing with the Jean Bar. She just soaks up HE damage because her armor's so thin that it does, the HE just penetrates the superstructure and detonates inside, and it also goes through her deck armor as well. Oh well, 4 kills, top of the team by quite a margin. 300,000. That's not too bad actually. That's quite nice. I'm happy with that. Someone said lightning, didn't they? So we'll take the lightning out next. There was a great start to the stream though. Yeah, no. Well, considering I never... that's probably the second game I've ever played the Jean Bar in standard. I just usually play the Jean Bar in versus AI as my tier 7 premium ship, just to like crack it out, just get it over and done with. So yeah, an interesting game. Right, Grease Lightning. If they ever release a permanent camouflage for the Lightning, I will buy it at a drop of a hat. Well, here's a 5 times multiplier, so I'll stick one of those on, I'll stick one of those on, and I might as well stick one of them on. There we go. Lightning. Hopefully she's going to serve us well in the next game. So we've gone from cruiser to battleship to destroyer. So you're really getting me to multitask here. JP, that was bad dispersion. Yeah, I might have to have another look at the commander build on that one. I might be maybe taking some of the wrong things for the Jean Bar, possibly. Yeah, missed out on the Kraken. I think if we managed to line up on the Odin, we could have maybe got the Odin for the Kraken, but I think we were always going to be in a bit of a sticky situation with the amount of ships they had left. Right, enemy team: Benson, Udachi, Shores, Indianapolis, Cleveland, Snob, Colorado, Margay. So a lot of sonar with the Cleveland, the Indianapolis, and the Shores, which makes me very cautious about even going into the center, but unfortunately it's where I spawned, so I'm gonna have to play it. And then it was, I managed to pull 6 kills in the Hippo this week. You must have a lot of Krakens. I think I've only got 62 Krakens. Right. Akasuki's going over there. So 23 is going over there. And Nuremberg, oh good lord. Well, we're pretty much a ship down then, I guess you could say. Bayern's already coming under fire. Margie's spotted. Margie's teamed up with a Cleveland and a Udachi. Well, I wouldn't be too surprised then if the Udachi's pushing into the centre. No, I don't really like playing the centre because it's one of those where you kind of get trapped into the centre. And then you got you only got 64. How long have you been playing? Because that's the thing, it could be that I've just been playing longer, and you've like the amount of Krakens over time. Because you've definitely got a higher distribution of Krakens than myself. You have to. Because that's the thing at Name the Woods. I wouldn't be surprised if you have your own clan or a competitive team when it comes to clans. So our Algeria just kind of danced around here. We almost captured it. And now my win rate finally pushed 59%. I think my win ratio is about 64 for standard, but then that could be a reflection of like the tiers that we play. Polyguy, just got the lightning and I find it very strong. After grinding for it, I have gained a better appreciation for the Jervis. Yes. No, that's fair, that's fair. I really don't like just hanging around in the middle. Where's all their cruisers? 1, 2, 3. All their cruisers are elsewhere. Right, that's it. I'm getting annoyed with this Udachi. I'm gonna go find him. Just gotta be cautious of their battleships. Let's see if we can find ourselves a Udachi. There's the Udachi. Who's spotting? Is the Algeria spotting her? What I might do, I might push around here and take advantage of the Algeria spotting her to shoot her up a little bit. To be honest, if I can get within 3.5 kilometers of her. Could be Udachi. Nobody likes Japanese torpedo boats. Come on, kill her. Thank you. Now, I was only able to actually do that because I was able to identify that their cruisers were not supporting the Udachi, and therefore the only thing I had to really be concerned about was their battleships. And then it was played since last week of beta, but I've only had 5,136 games. It's been this year I've been really popping off. That's fair enough. Because judging by your gameplays and stuff that you submit, you're definitely a very good player. I'm gonna have to be brutally honest there. Right. So we've cleared out the centre. Our alpha flank's completely collapsed, which I don't like. We've got 4 ships on my right, tying up 4 of their ships. I'm the only one spotting the synop, so it's not even like I can really take advantage and fire off a load of shots. Unless that synop gets hit by torpedoes, then I will do a 180 and see if I can set her on fire. But I don't think it's going to be happening. I don't really want to have to play against the shores, but I just know that their team's going to be pushing over here. We've lost too many ships. Now Akatsuki got chewed up. The shores has me located. There's the Benson. And our Akatsuki's dead. So there's not really any way I can actually defend this centre on my own. Got the shores closing in. All I can really do is maybe do a torpedo rush on the synop before the shores kills me. Sorry, I've got to catch up here. Poor. I'm just shy of 800 games and have been off and on since last April/May. I'm probably spent more time with the content than I have with the game. Oh, fair enough. And then I did miss the Tiger campaign due to being busy, and it took too much of my time. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. The Tiger campaign was quite a lengthy campaign, and that was just after the Tirpitz campaign. The Tirpitz campaign was really difficult as well. Right, let's see what we can do here. I'm now spotted. Why am I spotted? They got another Udachi. Oh, for God's sake.
Smoke screen set.
Don't like this. I've got a Udachi literally parked right next to me. I've got a shores coming around behind me. I think I'm dead regardless what I do here, so I kind of just gonna go see if I can find a Udachi, I think. If not, I'll just go borrow the Udachi smoke screen. There we go.
Critical engine damage.
Oh, I got a notification saying that the internet's pretty poor. No crumbs. Oh, Benson. Let's see what we can do here before we're dead. We're going to be dead in about 3 seconds. why am I not dead yet? Crumbs. Right, I'm going to see if I can try and save my internet just a little bit here. See if that helps. Well, that was the lightning there. Another defeat for the evening. Still coming in top of the team, which has been amusing. 32,000 damage. Hello, Mixer Gamer. Hopefully, can someone just let me know how the stream's been going? Because I just have received a notification saying the internet's been a bit poor, but I don't know if that's actually coming through on your end. I've tried to do some internet saving techniques at the moment. Right, let me just catch up. Paul, are you finding the Odin campaign difficult at all? Not at the moment, is the best way to put it. I'm finding that I'm able to complete the weekly... what do they call it? I've been able to complete the weekly Havoc by Wednesday, I'm finding. And I usually only play... Let's see, I play about 4 hours a day, but then I do campaign, I do channel stuff and all that, so you can take that time out of it. But I'm not finding the weekly Havoc too difficult, but I am prioritising the weekly Havoc over playing ranked to start with. Let's see, then it was that was the first only major campaign I missed in the Otago. It was the highest base XP game I have ever got. Oh, fair enough, that's good. Next gamer, hello. Then it was, there's the internet's fine. Paul's stream has been smooth thus far. Okay, right, so, well, I'll keep going then. Was there a request for a ship after the lightning, or shall I do a lucky dip? What is... Sorry, I've got to remember that I have to just check the time. So it's about 20 past. So, Polyguy, same here, the Odin campaign is not that hard so far. Yeah, no, she seems to be quite easy to go through. I've boosted one step so far just to get the additional insignia, because I've been working on my HM's Hood build, but should be completing the Odin campaign, so I'm going to play next week, which will probably get me... Let's see, how much renown do you get? You get 500 renown, that's about the same as 5,000 doubloons. So next week I'm going to get to... step 85, and then I might consider doing the final boosts to complete the campaign in order to get the Odin about a week early, and then I can review her for the channel, and then that way the Odin review and probably a let's play will come out just before you guys get your hands on her. Then it was, I can do weekly Havoc in 1 or 2 days. It is easy with the Atlanta and the Belfast. The 500 hits. Oh yeah, no, the Atlanta and the Belfast, or any kind of fast-firing cruiser, is very, very quick. I was just going to compare the amount of games. So then was, you said you've done 5,136 games, and I've done 5,358. So it's not a massive difference between us. Oh, just interesting. Okie dokie. Well, if no one's got a request, I think I will take... Let's take Gallant out. Sir H, Alabama. Well, hello, Sir H. That's the first time I've seen you around here. Alabama, unfortunately, I haven't got myself the Alabama, simply because she's not British. I got the Monarch because she's British, but the Alabama I haven't pushed myself to get her, unfortunately. Paul, yeah, the only difficulty with the Odin campaign is that the missions don't carry over week to week, force you to play more often so as to not spend the doubloons. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I think the Odin campaign is going to be quite easy. It's not too bad. JP Nelson, go on then. Let's take Nelson out. Sir H, not a Brit but a beast. Yeah, no, she's I've been on the receiving end of an ass whooping from an Alabama on the occasion, so I don't doubt her strength. Let's put one of them on. It's tier 6, put one of them on. So, HMS Nelson. Let's hope we can actually get our first victory for the evening. Well, while I all got you as a captive audience, if you could give the streamer thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. I have to do it, I'm sorry. So we'll play this game, and then I'll probably take a quick 5-minute break. I'll probably just pop some music on, let you guys enjoy Colonel Bogey's March. I'll probably nip off and get myself a glass of rum and a couple of ice cubes in it. That sounds nice. Get my rum rushing for the evening. Oh, we have Greece domination again. It's a tier 5 and 6 game. Fubuki, Japard, Benson, Exeter. Helena, Izumo, Fuso, Gneisenhower, Colorado. Spawned on the left. I'm going to hope that my 2 destroyers are going to stick it out with me and head over to Alpha. That sounds like a nice plan. And there was my improvement in was something I worked largely on my own, seeing what works for me. Apart from a few tips from the PC version, yeah, no, that sounds very much like myself. It's like the past week I've been trying out HMS Hood. I've been switching out a couple of modules, a couple of commanders, skills and things like that. I've just been trying to work out how to make Hood like an interesting ship. At the moment, I'm finding because of this nature. Almost a bit like what you're seeing over here is people like to ball up, and because when people ball up, it means they have a lot of DPM that they can throw down range. And Hood I find can't survive a lot of being focused. So you almost have to use her speed to kind of dictate the engagements, decide when you want to move in and when you want to move out of an engagement. Because I'm finding that if I can do a 1v1 with Hood, and I'm able to dictate those engagements, I seem to do quite well. Fuso, I would like to push out a little bit further before I have to swing in and start duking it off with the Fuso. Oh no, I'm up against 2 battleships. Okay, right, we are going to have to turn in and start duking it off. Okay, so we've got 2 battleships and a cruiser here. Gotta knock it down to half speed. I want to get my nose. No, that should do it here. Just keep playing with that throttle just to find that right speed. Nah, I'm not liking this. I'm seeing a 3rd battleship moving in. So I'm going to have to bring that nose right in and across. Stop myself being broadside onto, what is that? Colorado, ouch. JP, Major, would you believe me if I told you I got the Odin? I got it for free because I accumulated doubloons from events and was able to boost. Yeah, no, I would believe you. I know there's actually some people out there who focus on saving doubloons for the purpose of being able to get the campaigns for free. So it is possible. If you save your doubloons up nicely, you can find yourself in a position to actually either boost long campaigns and get access to ships early, or to purchase the amplitude back without having to invest any kind of money into the game. Right, I'm going to start backing it up here because I'm up against 3 battleships and 1 cruiser and at least 1 destroyer. I'm going to try 1 volley of HE, but I'm going to switch AP now. The thing was, my gameplay favours aggressive play. It helps me get really top-notch games. I do like playing aggressive, but I also find that I tend to sometimes overextend myself, and especially with the meta at the moment being teams to ball up, playing aggressive can be a bit painful if you end up running into a situation where you come up against a balled up group of enemies and they can just really hurt you. Real School, that's a new name. Hello. Would you be able to see the John Bar? Jean Bar. And just the last week and a half, I have got the Graf Spay and the Warspite from crates. Such luck, you lucky devil. Well, we've already done the Jean Bar this stream, so I probably won't take her out again. But if you want me to take the Graf Spay or the Warspite out, I'll be happy to oblige. Come on, Fuso. Just stay spotted just a little bit longer. Mixer Gamer, play Eisenhower, having a hard time playing it. It's such a different ship than what I am used to. Well, I have exactly the same problem. I really don't get along with the Eisenhower, but I will give it a go. If you want to see me balls it up is the best way to put it. Right, yeah, I'm just trying to keep my nose away from anyone. See if we can finally put this Fuso down. We should be able to. She's only got about 5,000 health left, so I've got aim because I'm using British AP. Aim for the deck line. There we go. Right, I'm going to keep backing up in Nelson. It's very strange, but I've got a Eisenhower down there. I've got a destroyer down there, a Fubuki. Ouch. And I've got a Helena down there. So this is concerning. I'm almost having to try and just weather the... Well, I would say weather the storm, but at the moment the focus hasn't been on me. So opening fire on the Colorado. The Colorado is a 16-inch gun battleship as well. Colorado is actually older than the Nelson. The Nelson class were permitted to be built by the British due to the Colorado class and the Nagato class being built by the Japanese and the Americans. Well, okay, Major, I guess you can't skip Eisenhower even if I stopped requesting it. I think there's a lot of people who seem to have an issue with the Eisenhower with her playstyle, and I'm one of them as well. So I do completely sympathise with you guys. I know. Ooh, very nice. Right, Shores, I need you to push in and hunt those destroyers, and if you do that, I will support you. And I'll actually let you know. I'll back you up if you can. Because I'm more than happy to stick 16-inch high explosive into the side of a destroyer. I just need someone to see them first. And I'm going to head over towards the shores because I know he's probably got sonar, and I could probably do the sonar coverage. There we go, there's destroyer number 1. So we know I've got a Benson and a Fubuki here. Well, Schooly, on the PC game, they get cyclones that reduce the visibility to only 8 kilometers, down from 32. How would you feel if they did something like that on Legends? I wouldn't mind. But I know they said they won't be introducing weather events into World of Warships Legends. It does sound like an interesting mechanic though. But one thing they have said is they are looking at possibly introducing night games, like night maps, where the visibility will be reduced to a similar kind, and that does interest me. I wouldn't mind actually having a bit of a nighttime engagement in some of these ships. I think it would be quite reflectant on some of the combats that happened out in the Pacific and European theatres. Mixer Gamer, you're right, it's not a sniper, it's a brawler, a good one, but my word, those guns are drunk. I wouldn't say the guns are drunk, I'd say the gun crews are drunk. I'd say the Kriegsmarine have had just a little bit too much rum before, especially the ones in the fire directory controls. There we go, there's the Benson. So what have I got left? I've got a good Eisenhower. Right, load AP. I'm going to slow down because Eisenhower has torpedoes and I don't really want to be getting any closer. Now, if the guy now knows what he's doing, he probably should just turn hard to starboard and just come charging straight down my throat. Come on. Oh, he's going to get behind that island, isn't he? Dang. Wills, I think the Night or Dust type maps as well would be interesting and cool to see. Yamato's 18-inch guns light up the water, great thumbnail. Yeah, no, that would be quite cool. What I would like to see, I know they probably wouldn't do it, would be for a night map, would be to have the searchlights and such on a ship actually working. To maybe, like, I'll have it as a consumable, but I don't think that will happen. Helena. Right, I'm going to try and swing my butt around. See if we can get rid of that. Probably got too much German beer in those blockers. More like, I should have said snaps, shouldn't I, rather than rum. Okay, right. Gneisenhauer's now charging down my front. Everyone's charging down my front. Rightio. And then I need 5 more tier 7s, and then I got all the tier 7s. Le Fantast is included in that number. Just need wait for it to be released, and then I can have complete. Very nice, very nice. Right, oh look, everyone's here. Oh hello. Right, we're going to use my repair party to try and actually bring back some of this HP. There's the first 3 torpedoes. Let's see if we can get right away from the Fubuki's torpedoes. There goes the Fubuki. We're going to eat a torpedo. There's not much I can do about that. Yeah, there we go. Well, that was a glorious way to die. Got 4 kills out of it, that's not too bad, and 93,000 damage. I can't have done much more than that, really. Right, let's see, where was I in the comments? Yes, also like seeing running lights and ships, nighttime red lights, and the use of naval vessels. That is actually a really nice idea, having the indication lights on the ships. That'd be really nice. Probably guy, Nelson's zombie heal is amazing. It's like printing a new ship all over again. Oh yeah, no, that heal on Nelson is a monster. But it's needed because Nelson has really thin armor, and so she takes damage from anything and everything all over, and so she just needs that most of her health back from the from all that kind of non-citadel damage as well. Matthew, hello Matthew. How are you doing? How's everything? With you? I hope everything's okay. Exclaimer, torpedo bits, yeah. Dodging torpedoes. Unfortunately, just due to the slow speed, I wasn't really able to really dodge those. Matthew, just say hi before I dip again. Sorry to miss the stream measure. Just got home from a party. No, that's fair enough. You need your sleep. That's good to have you drop by though. Exclaimer, almost a Kraken. Yeah, it would have been nice to get a Kraken. Then was don't mention traumas. He missed 2 now. I'm not quite sure I'll catch that one. Demetrius, hey, how about the Graphs Bay? I actually missed your previous stream. Graphs Bay it is, but just before we do the Graphs Bay, I am going to nip off, grab myself a glass of rum, and have a quick toilet break, I guess you can say. So I'm going to pop Colonel Bogey's March on, and I should catch you in about 5 minutes. Or less, I hope. Be right back. Right, yeah, we're back. Sorry about that, but nature calls sometimes. So, we were going for the Graf Spee, weren't we? Let's have a look. How do we do with the Nelson? So, yeah. So we seem to be having a good evening at being able to come in at the top of the team, just not being able to get many victories, unfortunately. Hopefully the audio is all still there now that I'm back. Hopefully you're all still there. Is everybody there? Let's see, we're going to take the Graf Spee out. There we go. Shouldn't need that, we should be alright with everything else. So the Graf Spee, the German Panzerschiff, well I say heavy cruiser, 11-inch guns for her main armament, of which she has 6 guns. So yeah, an interesting ship. One that I do have a model of for Victory at Sea. Here we go. Ooh. Right, so a game of domination on northern waters. So a tier 5 and 6 game, Fubuki, T61, Jervis, Nuremberg, Dallas, Mayuku working with Scharnhorst, Fuso and Snop. The amusing one is that the Scharnhorst has the same kind of turrets as the Graf Spee, 11-inch guns. So spawned on the right, I'm going to head over to Alpha. So that means I'm working with a Bayern and an Icarus. Interesting pair. So the Icarus is moving up. Now, hopefully the Icarus does the right thing and tries to anchor himself just on the inside of Alpha there. I'm just being a bit more ballsy. I'm heading out to the far side of Alpha, trying to loop around. That way it allows me to isolate myself from any kind of crossfire that comes in. Probably launch myself a catapult fighter about now. For those of you who do like the Graf Spee, if you go to Montevideo in Uruguay, you can actually see some of the salvaged parts of the Graf Spee, which have been salvaged from the River Plate, from her wreck. I think you can see the ship's bell and a couple of other, like the top rangefinder as well. And because she's not classified as a war grave, she is diveable, but you do have to, I think you have to get special permission from the Uruguayan police or something. Not police, I want to say like the military or something. Polyguy, does it have the highest HP at the tier among the cruisers? I can't remember what my spreadsheets say, and I don't really want to go opening them up because they kind of all go to pot. oh no, we have torpedoes coming in, and so if we just do that and do a little flick. See, she can't. Yeah. I think she does actually come with quite high, one of the highest HP pool, well, even HP pools for her tier as well. Because yeah, she's got 39,400 HP. So that's. I think she must have the highest. I can always do a quick comparison. I mean, there's not going to be many that are going to be able to have a higher HP pool than her, or base HP I should say, but Grafspay is definitely going to have the highest HP pool because she does have those repair parties. Just kiting her away. Kind of hoping that maybe with our giant chunk of battleships over here, that if I just tease them down here a little bit more, maybe they might overextend themselves and then get themselves into a crossfire against our battleships, and then I can turn back in on them. At the moment, I'm just focusing on getting fires and just trying to preserve as much HP as possible as I kite away. The Scharnhorst should really be focusing me down with HE rather than AP. I wonder if the occasional titillating broadside that I seem to give him seems to encourage him to fire AP. There we go, that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for our battleships to turn up, so now I'll actually turn in and start pushing the Scharnhorst. Icarus has possibly overextended himself. Scharnhorst has realised he's overextended and has started his retreat already. That should be him. There we go. So what we got left? We got a Fubuki in there. The Maiku's gone as well. So I'm gonna be cautious about pushing in there, but I do have very good sonar. Grasspay does come with German sonar, which does have an extended range in comparison to other cruisers for her tier. Mayuku flooded the Sinop out. Fubuki's run away. Ideally I want that Icarus to support me, which I think he is. Now the interesting one is with the Grasspay is her torpedoes. It's got some very good rearward facing torpedo arcs. Fubuki is taking the objective. I want to get a little close. Yeah, let's get the sonar on. 1 minute 54 duration. Well, she's definitely pushed a bit further over. Come on. So that was my sonar picking her up. The only downside with the Grasspay is obviously her increased reload time due to it being 11-inch guns. And that's 2 of the 3 launchers from the Fubuki. There we go. Just got to keep myself on my toes because that Fuso is we're going to take one. Balls. Come on. Just got to watch myself now. I think I'm going to try and break off here before I end up being partially overextended against the Synop, which is in the centre. See what we can do with AP here. Oh, nearly 6,000 damage with that. What I might do, I might hang out about here. I'm going to use the island to isolate myself from the Fuso, but I'm also going to use this little bit of breathing space I've got to manoeuvre myself against the Synop. Just waiting for the Synop to fire. Yes, 16-inch guns cut through the grass bay. She cannot overmatch that. And then it was, just got a cracking in Warspite just now. I'm glad you're not in a game against me. You better not be trying to stream snipe me, what name it was. I know your name. Yeah, Warspite's a lovely ship, actually. I think I've nearly got 1 million elite XP in her.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Ideally, we need to try and hold on to that centre objective, but unfortunately, Jervis has just been able to get away with pushing in there.
Unser Team hat die Führung übernommen.
Just got to watch out. I suspect that Synop's is going to try and come around behind me.
Katapultjäger in der Luft.
Unfortunately, I feel like I'm in the wrong position in order to actually help our team. Ideally, we need to actually capture Charlie objective. But because our battleships are playing a little bit passive, when they're not really pushing up, well, I've got to find out. And there was, nah, when I play I don't look at the stream, I like a fair game. No, that's fair enough. First game woke me. First game since woke up. Oh, fair enough. There we go. I've got no more repair parties, so I have no more HP left. Gonna use those torpedoes that the grass bait does come with. Oh, Icarus is in the wrong location to really help, I guess you could say. First batch of torpedoes are going. I think he's going to dodge those torpedoes as well. Yeah, lucky bugger. There's not too much I can do here because 16-inch AP is just going to cut for a grass bait. Oof. I can't take too many more of those. Pilot guy, Icarus should be capping. Yeah. Wow. Either the Icarus needs to be capping or doing devastating strikes against their ships, but at the moment he doesn't seem... He went round the wrong side of the island, and unfortunately that's put him in a bit of a bad situation. However, we've taken out the Fuso, which is good. Hello, Saxman. No need to apologise. Better late than never. How are you doing? How's it all going in Canada, if I remember correctly? And you, Pilot Gang, how's everything going in Canada? So Nop is breaking off. So I'm going to change my stance from being passive to aggressive. Synop's their last ship. We need to kill the Synop or else they win the game, because they're just going to rack up so many points. But I've also got to knock through the game from our team. Please, Icarus, please finally point blank torpedo their Synop. Ah, blast. Okay, I got to knock through the game. I just realised, I just looked at the scores and the times, and I'm just thinking, oh no, I die, I throw the game. Please, Icarus, please. Oh, thank God, I almost thought I was going to throw that game. Oh, Polygo, pretty good. Trying to enjoy the short summer we have. Oh, well, I haven't been enjoying the summer we've been having in the UK. It's just been far too hot. The heat wave's finally broken off, and I can now actually sit in my living room comfortably, I guess you can say. Canada as well, at least on this end. I'm doing okay as well. Thank you for asking. No problem. 68,000 in the Graphs Bay, further than the team. I think it's the first time I haven't come first, maybe? 214,000. Oh, that's a very nice rum. Right. So, how's the Graphs Bay got the... I think she does have the highest HP for a tier 5 cruiser, thinking of it. Nuremberg's got the least, I remember that. The only ones that I think could possibly contend against her would be, say, the Aoba. 31,000, yeah, if the Aoba has only 31,000, yeah. So Graphs Bay does have the highest HP base and HP pool for a tier 5 cruiser. And it was. I find the Baltimore high explosive rather terrible compared to other cruisers. I think it has decent damage. Let's have a quick look. 2,814% chance of setting fire. 2,317, but that's with the commander build. What's a good flamethrower? Chapayev. 2,300. Yes, the HE damage appears to be quite good for the American shells. Yeah, they shatter more often. Yeah, that could be more into the shell qualities, I guess you could say. That's something that we don't quite have visibility of. Apology, I live close to the Canadian Rockies. Summers are very pleasant. Oh, you lucky devil. And it was Cleveland can just throw more. Yeah, Cleveland just throws more down range. An interesting design. I do wonder why they didn't bother keeping to the same turret layout as the Helena. So it does not matter on that. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah, it's a bit like if you throw enough shit at the wall, eventually something's going to stick. Was there a ship request? Someone did mention Eisenhower. What is the time? Yeah, we'll do the Gneisenhower and mess. We'll see how badly we can do the Gneisenhower. I am grinding the Gneisenhower, so let's just put the grinding kit on. Right, wish me luck. Let's see how badly we do here. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. There we go. Finally have the Gneisenhower fully upgraded. Let's go. Probably got a nice looking ship. I think you're commenting on the Cleveland. Cleveland is quite an interesting, nice ship. But then again, I think it's another one of those where, because I played them so hard for the channel, I've kind of burnt myself out on playing those American light cruisers. I probably will come back to them eventually at some point. But at the moment, I'm playing Hood, playing a couple of the British DDs. But I'm trying to hold off on playing too much destroyers before ranked, because with ranked starting next week, it means I'm going to be playing destroyers a lot, because I think destroyers are my destroyers are my strongest suit. Then it's followed by cruisers, and then last would be battleships. Battleships are my weakest suit, or card in my hand, I guess you could say. Right, well, I'm not going to rush in yet. Let's have a look. So we got Helena and Atlanta and Attico and a Baltimore. So there's no destroyers, which is good. There's not a lot of torpedoes in there as well. The only cruiser with decent torpedoes is going to be Attico. Enemy battleships, though, we have a Sinop, a Colorado, a Bismarck, a Tirpitz, and a Richard Lou. Not looking forward to that. So we've got 2 battleships and a cruiser on the right, 2 battleships and a cruiser on the left, and 2 cruisers in the centre, which are going left. So I think I ought to go right and try and back up our right flank, or else we're going to overbake our left flank. Now, as you'll notice, I've gone for the spotter aircraft on the Gneisenhower. Whether that's a good idea or not, I still don't know. But I'm trying it out. I'm going to see how it goes. Just trying to read this. Oh well, being we're in a battleship, we're not going anywhere quickly. I'll have another sip of my rum. Is anyone else having anything to drink? Anyone having a glass of scotch or whiskey? Brandy, port, sherry, white wine, red wine, beer, lager, ale? Dare I even say cocktails? Saxman's having a Pepsi? I guess there's not many not many people in this stream who will be at the drinking time of the day. It's only really Europe. Yeah, wow. Europe, I guess I'd say, is in the drinking time of the day. The Americas, it might be a bit early to be having a drink. Rightio, I seem to be heading over to the left and appear to be the only one going to the left. It looks like most of our team have really thrown their cards in on the Alpha objective. Our Iowa is backing it up. Colorado's made a commitment over the left flank. Pilot guy, coffee for me. Oh, obviously you mean a liqueur coffee. There's no way you're having a neat coffee like that. You're going to have an Irish cream in your coffee, or a whiskey. Oh goody, it looks like I've come across a nice cluster of enemy ships. Demon Phoenix, frankly, Wichita is the best American cruiser. It combines the features of both light and heavy cruiser. good survivability and amazing guns. Yeah, Wichita's actually a really nice cruiser. She is one that I'm probably going to revisit quite often. I think if they ever do Tier 7 ranked, I can see Wichita being a very strong contribution to Tier 7 ranked. However, there's nothing confirming Tier 7 ranked for the time being. The main reason is that not much of the player base has Tier 7s. Which does make me wonder how much the player base almost hang around with the game. I wonder what the turnover of World of Warships Legends is. And then was don't drink alcohol, never have. Good for you. I'm one of those. I accept alcohol is my poison, and I don't touch anything else. I keep my slate clean. Well, that dispersed all over the place. Ideally, I don't want to charge in against two battleships and a cruiser that has torpedoes, because it's just going to end up being painful for me. Let's watch this dispersion. Oh, we got some hits. So out of 6 shells, only 2 hits. It's kind of a shame. I would have expected them to do like the 9-11-inch guns as the tech tree ship, and then have the Gneisenhower upgrade as the premium ship, and then just buffed the dispersion. Captain Saxman, anyone looking forward to ranked tier 6? I'm definitely looking forward to it myself. I'm gonna have to sit down and try and work out. Yeah, I see. It's not broadside, but this is a Gneisenhower. Let's see. Right, we're low AP. So brace yourself, guys. In 18 seconds, prepare to be disappointed. Right. So, aim for the waterline. It's not a British battleship, it's a German battleship. Let's see where this dispersion takes it. Not too bad that time, actually. Makes a change. I'm used to my Gneisenhower being a lot worse than that. Right, let's go for Tirpitz broadside. Tirpitz torpedoed the Iowa, as expected. Well, you know what that means. It means I'm next. Let's see. We'll wait for this to load up. Come on. Launch the spotter plane. Fire this volley. Reload it. There we go. That's kind of why I like the spotter aircraft on the Gneisenhower. The problem is, it means you have to kind of rush your volleys. Oh shit. Right, tally ho, here we go. No pain, no gain. It's time to charge this lot. Dimifinus, kind of off the topic, but how is the whole situation with the coronavirus out there in the UK? Well, at the moment, we're out of lockdown, but we have to wear face masks if we go into enclosed public spaces. And yeah, that's about it at the moment. There's a couple of local lockdowns here or there. I mean, thankfully, the coronavirus situation has not affected myself in in much ways. Okay, our office is closed down, so I'm not going into the office, but I can still work, thankfully. We'll just wait until we're up against the exposed. There we go. We'll pop that off, we'll heal that off, and then we'll go after the Atlanta. Atlanta's gone, what's left then? An Attigo and a Baltimore. Oh. Yeah. I mean, for myself, because of my work, coronavirus hasn't affected myself or my industry in any kind of way. It did affect the missus. She was put on furlough, and then she's one of those, she doesn't like to be cooped up at home. She hates that kind of thing, so she kind of decided to get herself a new job, and she moved. She's always worked in the care industry, whether that's caring for children or the elderly or things like that. So she just simply made a change of career or change of job within that industry. So she's still in the care industry, but she just moved from caring for children to caring for the elderly. Well, we should have this game. It's simply a case of hunt and kill the last cruiser on the enemy team. And I don't think I'm going to have much success here with the Eisenhower's. I was going to say dispersion, but that actually looks like a quite decent cluster of shots. So we're going to swing our rear turret around, simply because with the Eisenhower's dispersion being the way it is, the more shit we can throw down range, the more likely we're going to actually hit something. Attigo looks like she's slowed down a little bit. And we're going to have our spotter aircraft ready. Oh, alright, the Attico's dead. There you go. Well, that was an interesting game in the Eisenhower. Proof that I can play it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Coming in top of the team there that's quite a nice effort with the Eisenhower. I think some of my my HMS Hood training is starting to pay off in some other ships. Pilot guy, GG. Thank you. Comment number 101 as well. Comment number 100 goes to Dimifinus. Saxman, good game. Much appreciated, thank you. Right, we have 20 minutes of the stream left. So, well, I could maybe push the stream a little bit past 11:30. But I thought that maybe we could take the Grosser Kurfürst out. Now with that done, I better just quickly stick the Yamato on. Let's go take a look at this then. Right, let's stick hide in it. Has anyone got any advice in regards to the Grosser Kurfürst before I go and potato it? Oh good lord. Bigger guns. We'll come back to that. And that's tempting. So that's one. Well, it's just researched. Congratulations. Wow. I'm nearly there. I could wait a little bit. Alright, I have to take that module. I could have waited a bit longer, but I thought it'd be nice to take her out for the stream. I know she's going to be fat in the water. And then I'll jump into my Yamato to maybe we be good buddies. You're just going to kill me if you do that. I'm not expecting. Oh. What's she actually like? Right, okay, we'll put a flag on. Stats. .406. Second range is 5.8. Oh, that rudder shift. Ugh. Okay, right. We're definitely going to have to sort that rudder shift out. That is ridiculous. What's this going to get me? Try to keep bow towards enemy in it, I suppose, to be able to bow tank well. Yeah, it should be able to bow tank all right against everything except a Yamato. And then no, if I do, I'll turn downstream so I won't be cheating. You're still gonna rinse me. Right, let's see. So that just does dispersion in secondaries. That's the secondaries. I'm never a big fan of that. Don't use secondary build. It won't help whatsoever. I hear you, that's what I'm thinking. No, she doesn't come with that. What does this actually get me then? Plus 14mm on my caliber increases my reload time to 32 seconds. But increases damage overall. And it automatically comes in stock. You know what? I'm not going to equip it. Partly guy, having second thoughts with Alaska, can I transfer research progress to the Grosser Kurfürst in the Bureau? Yeah, you can. Basically, in the Bureau, you can just hop swap between everything, and when you change from one thing to the next thing, all that happens is your progress on the one that you've been working on just pauses. So that's basically how I've been doing my Bureau. What you'll notice is with my Bureau, I focused on the Grosser Kurfürst and the Alaska, but I've also been bumping my Yamato along daily. I've been bumping my Legendary Birthday along daily, and the same with the Red, White, and Blue. Just bumping them along while then just making sure that I set it back to these two when I'm not playing the game. I'm going to leave the other modules because I'm not sure what to go for. Secondaries is tempting because it's German. However, secondaries also feels like the wrong build as well. So I'm just going to have to see. What's her consumables? She comes with spotter, 7 catapult fighters. 7. What am I going to do with 7? 7 spotter aircraft. Let's see, that's 230 seconds. 60, 120, 240 is 4 minutes. 7 fours. There's no way you can only ever use 4 spotter aircraft during a game. So basically you got aircraft for days. Yeah, no, you can't use them all, even if you go for the Okay, right, let's go see how much money I can lose. Definitely sticking a credit booster on this. No, actually, I don't care about epic boost. I just need to make sure I have a credit booster. No, and we're going to have to... Okay, so Grosser Curfews does potentially come with a permanent camouflage at some point in the future. Whether that's going to be released through the Bureau, probably. Go on, let's put the American camo on. Right here, let's go see how badly I can fail in the Grosser Curfews. Saxman, it's mathematically impossible to use 7 aircraft per game. Yeah, no, that was the thing. I was trying to work it out, like whether there was a tactical advantage of going for the spotter aircraft. Like, oh, you could actually use 7 of them, but no, you can't. Statistically, you can't. North domination. Oh, first time playing the Grosser Curfews. Don't expect much. Oh. Oh, good lord. Right, okay, we've got 2 Grosser Curfews and a Yamato, Bismarck, Eisenhower, and Alaska, Baltimore and Wichita. The MCU was a Wichita, and Alaska. Tirpitz, a Vanguard, and double Grosser Curfews. Only if you constantly get your plane shot down from the beginning. Yeah, that's the only way you can actually use them all. I don't want to go into Bravo. I'm going to have to be absolutely honest. Oh my god, she is a big girl. Jesus Christ. What am I with? I'm with a Baltimore, okay. She is fat. Good lord. Thankfully, she hasn't got a very large freeboard, thankfully. She does sit quite nice and low in the water from what I can see. Let's see what her gun angles are like. So in order to bring all my guns onto target, yeah, you're basically swishing out to be broadside. Painful. Right, I know that Grosser Curfews is kind of broadside to me. The downside is it's going to take 30 seconds to reload. Oh god, I've been an absolute prat. I've taken the spotter aircraft. And all the spotter aircraft. The spotter aircraft is only going to let me get 1 volley out. Because it's a 32-second reload. Okay, so there could be a justification here to go for like a reload build then. Good lord. What am I here with? A Bismarck and another Grosser Curfews, which has already taken a massive slam in. Jesus. Wichita. Right, I'm going to switch gun signs. I'm going to turn to my port. What was that? About 6,700 damage. what I want to do, I want to head back down toward, almost like kind of towards Bravo, with the intention of being able to get a crossfire onto that grosser curve first. I feel like if I keep going in the direction I'm going, he's just going to be able to easily bow tank any of the incoming stuff, any incoming shots. So if I move down here, it should be right. And then was should have main battery mod. Yeah, that's the thing. I couldn't quite decide what modules to have, and sometimes you do have to play the ship at least once naked just to see what you need. Because unfortunately, I don't want to go wasting loads of money by swapping modules out all the time. So potentially you could actually get the grosser curve first to over 100k HP if you use Sims and Hyde. Alaska's killed one grosser curve first. We're going to switch to HE after this volley. HE seems to be the main downside to it. I'm just observing what's happening to the enemy grosser curve first and how he's losing a lot of HP due to fires. Which is understandable. I'm partially surprised the grosser curve first doesn't come with torpedoes. Yes, I know, shoot the thing that's coming towards us. Very good. Oh, that grosser curve first is now paying attention to me. You can tell because his turrets are starting to swing around. So quickly chuck that out. Load up AP. I'm not even going to bring my rear turrets around. Nice. Right. So what they've got 2 cruisers and the battleship down there. Kind of think a grosser curve first, a Bismarck and a Baltimore should be able to handle what they've got down there. So I am going to start making a turn to try and assist our units which are retreating from the Yamato front, I guess you could say, where we've currently lost 2 ships. Now, I want guns locked over there. Thank you. That's got to be Yamato. Oh, there's Wichita. Okay. Now, I think I've got 16-inch guns which should be able to overmatch the bow armor of a Wichita. It's just a matter of actually hitting the dang thing. And what's that? That's a Vanguard behind. Okay. Oh, it's our Yamato that's gone. Okay. There goes our Eisenhower. We are going to launch from those spotter aircraft. I kind of just got to hope that the Wichita continues to bow tank me, because that makes my job really easy on those repair parties. She takes damage really quickly from high explosives. I'm surprised at how quickly she's been whittled away due to just HE. She's a big target as well, so she's gonna be easy to hit. thing is, I just don't want to waste damage con on 2 fires if they're just going to keep setting them. Definitely going to put 3 fires out though. I'm definitely a 3 fire person. I'm seeing that their vanguard is way off, so actually I can kind of take advantage of this and actually maybe push the Wichita. I'm getting overpens. I'm going to have to switch to HE. That is strange. 16-inch guns over penetrating a Wichita. That 98,000 HP just well, 98,000 just disappears really quickly. Then again, I think it's because the amount of damage that fire does is is like a percentage of your actual total HP, and therefore actually the amount of damage per second that a fire does on this battleship, it's the same ratio as any other battleship, but it takes away more HP per second. Well, that's going to be a very painful economy screen. I could probably squeeze in one more if anyone has any requests. Oh, there goes the magazine destination, and the Grace Curfest is now split in half. Hipper skill is helpful on Yamato and Curfest. What was Hipper? So Hipper's skill was the secondary range. Yeah, no, I've got Hipper as an inspiration. Yeah, the Yamato could be quite an interesting secondary build. She's one of those that you can make go that way. Oh well. No point watching that sink. We'll have a quick look at the economy screen when that does pop up. That game hasn't got much longer left. I'd almost be tempted with the Grosser Curfest to go for like a longevity build. I'd be tempted to say like take that reduction of burning, and then is there a reduction of that's flooding though. You want an ability that reduces the amount of damage you're going to be taking on your superstructure. Yeah, Azura Lane Hipper. That's what you're talking about, isn't it? Name that was. You're not talking about Von Hipper, you're talking about Azura Lane Hipper. Yeah, so I'd be tempted almost to take, yeah, definitely Azura Lane Hipper, reduce that burning damage to your ship. I think Grosser Curfest needs a unique commander build in comparison to the other German battleships. I'd definitely say Azura Lane Hipper. Yeah, I think with the Grosser Curfest you need to go for like a damage reduction build as much as possible. So I'd be tempted to say like I'd swap up my hide. I'd maybe go for a Artoceliax. and then I'd probably go for a good day's work, firefighter, master mechanic, probably will to rebuild, and then yeah, you might as well stick porcupine on there, and then probably go for a zero lane hipper and maybe Cunningham. That would be my tenor. So yeah, I'd be tempted to go that. Stick with that. As and when I do get him unlocked, then I would do that. And I'd swap that out for a zero lane hipper, and that would be my Kerfurst build, I think. Maybe for next time, Las Vegas. Hello. I'm doing alright. How are you doing? How's everything where you are? Doing worse. Higher the HP, the more valuable the zero lane hipper skill is. Yeah, no, I'm definitely seeing that from that game. Of course, it's all a matter of experience. Partner guy, you wanted me to play the hipper. Oh, go on, let's have a look at this economy screen. Ooh, I lost 30k. That's not bad. I was expecting to lose a lot more than that. Okay, I could live with losing 30k, but then again, that's with my premium account. If I didn't have the premium account, I would have lost 95k, and if I didn't have the 40% credit booster on there, then I would have lost basically 150k. So if you haven't got the credit boosters and the premium account to kind of like give you a buffer, these ships are going to be very expensive, and I feel that's going to mean that people aren't going to be able to play them as much as they would like to in order to actually learn them and get skilled at them. The only people who are going to be able to do that is people who are very, very good at the game, which is not myself, I'm going to have to be totally honest there, or it's going to be people who kind of have the finances, I guess. I mean, I could probably get away with playing these and playing them and understanding them, but I have to bear in mind that I'm going to be losing about anything between 50k to probably making just only a couple of k in them. And being at the moment, I'm still grinding out currency. I'm not exactly super excited about playing the Grace of Kerfurst much more. She's interesting. I'm going to have to give you that. I need to do a bit more refinement on her. I'm going to have to confess. Yeah. Right, let's take out the Hipper as the last ship of the stream, and then we'll call it a night there. Pedro, use the Atlanta B, please. I could do the Atlanta. And then it was most legendary game I do well enough to profit even when losing. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Pilot guy, I will come back and do the Hipper another time for you. I'll take the Atlanta out, I think. Now it's going to be the normal Atlanta rather than the Atlanta B, but the only difference between the Atlanta and the Atlanta B is simply the Atlanta B's black, really. Alright, thank you, Pilot guy. Tier 6, so yeah, we will put a credit booster on it. I mean, if you want it to look like an Atlanta B, I can put the black camo on it. That makes it look like an Atlanta B. Otherwise, I just stick the normal permanent camouflage that the Atlanta comes with instead. This will almost be a good game for Saxman to actually show off, because he does a lot of Atlanta gameplays, judging by what he submits to the channel. Rightio, let's go for that. Let's see how we go. So this is going to be the last game of the stream, because my laptop does have to update. So as we're coming towards the end of the stream, if you could give the stream a thumbs up, guys, it's always much appreciated. I hate asking, but kind of comes with being a YouTuber, unfortunately. Oh. sleeping giant. Right, let's see what we can do in the Atlanta. So we have to bear in mind that the Atlanta is a very light cruiser slash destroyer escort, or the destroyer flotilla leader. Lightning, New Orleans, Mogami, Scharnhorst, Amagi, Bismarck, Tirpitz, Iowa. What's that? That's a Tirpitz. That's an Odin, so they're not going to push up too far. And I don't really want to push up too far. I'm probably going to nip in behind this island, take it slowly, see how the game develops, and then manoeuvre where necessary. That's excellent, thank you. That's alright. I got a couple of your Atlanta gameplays. As always, I probably should plug, if you would like, if anyone has any of their own gameplays that they'd like to submit to the channel, I believe our email address is down in the description of this stream. It should be. If not, it is on the About tab of the channel. And then obviously those gameplays will be stashed away and then used for Amity Reports, where I narrate your gameplay, or for Sea Trials, where I do tactical overlays on the gameplay in order to just pass on advice and tactics onto the community, I guess you could say. It's not. I'm not critiquing your gameplay. I'm not like that. But it's taking things that you do well and then showing them off and then passing them on. Unless you want me to critique your gameplay, then you can always send in your gameplays and say, "Can you critique this for me?" And the easiest way to do that is obviously to hit the share button on your PlayStation controller, capture your game video, and then you can always copy it to a USB stick and then email it in. Not rushing to overextend myself, unlike the Tirpitz, which is probably trying to get in closer. I'm kind of doing one of those island gameplays. You kind of have to. The Atlanta can play in open water, but she does get melted. Dimophinus, is the dispersion on the German cruisers somewhat better than in German battleships? Definitely. The dispersion on the German cruisers is it's quite comparable to the rest of the cruisers. I wouldn't say it's bad in any way. That's dope. Hello. How are you doing? Would I be correct in remembering and saying New York? I can't remember. I might be right, I might be wrong. I can't remember. Oh, I do remember. So at the moment, just got the Atlanta behind an island. The best way to survive in a light cruiser is not to be seen, because when you're not seen, you can't be shot. That's dope. Yes, definitely New York City. Yes, I do remember. I'd like to try and remember where people are from, if they let me know. How's the weather been in New York City today? Because it'll be the afternoon for you. Might even be approaching the evening. So New Orleans is no longer spotted, and I don't have anything else in range. So, time to do what the Atlanta can do, which is manoeuvre up to the next island. However, I've got a big juicy battleship coming into range, and there's no point me rushing out into open water. Now with the Atlanta, when it comes to what I call the yellow rain, you can either fire it off in a great big volley, but sometimes what I like to do is just fire off the guns one by one. It definitely is a golden shower upon any enemy battleship that kind of moves into the zone, and it also then means that you can kind of walk it in onto the target. Pedro, shot one by one, I like the sound of it, yep. 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, I don't quite know my conversions of Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. I might have to learn that just for you. Pedro. Yes. Set those fires, get those barbecues lit. There it was, the Hepper game that I sent. The destroyer forced me to do a broadside to a Leon. Almost killed me, that game, and I would have been lost if if I died. That's fair enough. I've got quite a few of your gameplays. They're all saved and flagged, and I pretty much I go for as many as I can. But I always note your titles, and then what I try and do is I try and pick the most applicable one as and when it is. That's dope. 28 degrees centigrade. Ah, thank you, thank you. Yes, no, it's been a bit more of a mild day here in the UK. We had recently just had a heat wave where we were looking at 33 degrees centigrade. Thankfully the weather's broken, because there's no way that I was going to live stream when it was about 30 degrees in my living room. It sucks, man. Yes, the golden shower of the Atlanta. Now my laptop is asking to do the restart for the update now, which I don't want it to do. So please can you just postpone for a little bit later. I think it's because it thinks it hasn't recognised that we're in BST. There we go, we'll just reschedule that. And we'll just move into the objective. Why our destroyer has not bothered to capture the objective, I don't know. Getting a bit greedy for the kills, maybe. Oh, contest. Something that has not been spotted in the area. That's got to be the enemy lightning. Oh, hello. Hello, good friend. Alright, just got to bear in mind Atlanta has got torpedoes, so I have already gotten my sonar on. The lightning's gotta keep going. It's alright setting a smokescreen lightning, but I have got radar. I am going to pop that fire out because that does bring my detectability back in. One thing to always note is when you are on fire, your detectability is increased by 2 kilometers. That's dope. A golden shower in World of Warships Legends weather forecast, yes. The golden power shower of the Atlanta is here. Dumafinas. Well, here in Greece the temperatures are reaching like 40 degrees Celsius. Ouch! It seems like the heat wave is all over Europe. Yes, yes. I think I was briefly chatting with Morton the other day, our Denmark subscriber, and he was mentioning that even Denmark was having a spot of heat as well. Oh well, while we're faffing around behind this island, we might as well have another sip of our glass of rum. So the turret is moving into the centre. Pedro, Atlanta's so overpowered. You kill DD so fast. I want TGIS ship. The Atlanta does kill destroyers very quickly, but then again, that's what she was designed. She is a destroyer leader, therefore she would be the big command ship of a destroyer flotilla. So you can almost kind of got to imagine the Atlanta working alongside anything between 6 and 9 Atlanta destroyers, say the Fletcher class, the Benson class. And the idea of the Atlanta would be that in engagements against enemy destroyers, the Atlanta would give the destroyer flotilla that kind of edge over them in order to destroy the enemy destroyers. However, the Atlanta is a very weak ship, and that shows. She can be really badly hurt or maured by enemy battleships and cruisers. We're going to make a dash for the centre. I think we should be alright to do so. So with the Atlanta, she can be very strong if played correctly. However, she can also let you down if you play her or get out of position. One thing to always mention is that the 2 Atlanta class that were lost during World War II were lost in cruiser engagements, where obviously the Atlanta, well, she wasn't really designed to take on 8-inch cruisers. Right, I think I've missed a few comments here. Comment sex one. My wife always asked for a golden shower. I had no idea she wanted me to play the Atlanta. Good lord, back to the tip major. I'm sure that Atlanta is my. Oh god. Keep it clean, guys. Pilot guy. Have to run, guys. Thanks for the stream measure. Thank you for Saxman and Pilot guy. Thank you, Pilot guy. It's always good to see some familiar names in the stream as well as some new ones. That's dope. Strangely, here in the USA, we use Fahrenheit while every country uses centigrade. Yeah, it's good to be different. It just makes conversions a bit awkward. I mean, here in the UK, due to my work, I have to kind of be kind of aware of the transfer between centimeters and millimeters and meters in comparison to like inches and feet as well, because of course some of the stuff I work on is obviously legacy stuff. That's dope. Laugh out loud. I devastating strike Atlanta all the time, especially now that everybody has purchased Black Friday crates. Yes, that's the thing. That the Atlanta is very easy to kill. That's the thing. You have to just kind of take advantage. If you see an Atlanta, kill it. Always kill it. That's the thing. Whenever I play as a cruiser or a battleship, if there's an Atlanta, I will try and kill it first. Like my target acquisition usually goes, the highest priority is destroyers. Always, you have to kill the destroyers. Then after that, then yeah, I'd probably kill some of the ships I always feel a bit smug about killing, things like Jean Bars, Udachis and Atlantas. After them, then obviously it's cruisers and battleships. That's usually my list of priorities. Now this is quite amusing. I'm not being targeted. I've just got to be cautious of the island that's to my front. I'm just always checking the minimap, seeing that it's getting a bit too close, so I'm actually going to switch my gun sides, lock my guns over to my left side, let my turrets do their traversing. Once they're finished traversing, then I can bring all my guns back onto target. That's the nice one with the Atlanta, she does have very quick traversing turrets. The only real downside is that slow shell trajectory. The shells are very floaty, which means that when you are at range, it can be quite easy for people who are paying attention to actually dodge those shots. So we're just going to break off this engagement, let our detectability drop down to normal, and then probably start to move into the general area. Why is it easy to delete ships, especially heavy cruisers and light cruisers, when they are angled versus broadside overpens? It depends what you're shooting at them. Say you're talking about firing a high caliber battleship round, say 16-inch or something. If a cruiser's broadside, because the shell is such a high caliber, if it's not a piercing shell, it will just punch straight through the ship and you only get overpen damage. However, if the ship's nose onto you, the shell has got the whole length of the ship to arm and then detonate inside the ship. It's all down to the fuse time of the shells and the shell velocity at those ranges, and unfortunately, due to the way World of Warships Legends is, we don't have all those details. So we don't. If you look at some of the PC stuff, you'll see that you have like shell velocity at different ranges being given to you and things like that. And it was every time I am in a battleship and see a hipper, I lick my lips for a free meal, especially when they are close. I had exactly the same thing the other day when I was playing HMS Hood. I just saw a hipper, knocked out her engines. She then fixed her engines. I then knocked out her engines again, and then it was simply a matter of picking on a broadside ship. With 58 seconds to go, let's see if we can get ourselves killed. Nope. Oh well. 77,000 damage in the Atlanta. It's not a super high damage game, but it's quite a nice game overall. Did get ourselves 270 hits on target, so if you were trying to do your 500 hits on target for your weekly Havoc, then you'd have this done in about 2 games. Going to team results, came top of the team, happy enough with that. Comedy wise, there we go, I made 452,000 credits from that game, so that was quite a nice game. As they don't play VALHALLA. I was supposed to end the stream about 25 minutes ago, unfortunately, chaps. But I will try and do the VALHALLA next stream for you, alongside the Hipper for Pilot Guy. I am going to have to let you guys go, and I'm going to have to call it an evening. I'd like to say thank you to everyone. Oh, sorry. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has turned up. If you give the video a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's turned up. So I'd like to say thank you to That's Dope, a name that was, Las Vegas, Pilot Guy, Saxman, Pedro. Just going through, trying to see if I can remember some other names. Dimophenus, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Sammy. Well, that was a new name. Hope everyone has a good night, or a good evening, or good afternoon, depending wherever they are. What we'll do is we'll just go and we'll put something in the port just to entertain you guys while we're going off. I'd like to say thank you, Will. Thank you, Mixer Gamer. Thank you, JP. Thank you, Sir H, for turning up. Thank you, Lee. I think that's everyone, but if I've missed your name, do apologise, but thank you for everyone for turning up. Hope you all have a good day. Catch you again some other time. Until next time, I'm the Gareth Major, and back to the port.